Excel Tutorial 8, pages 512 through 518. Starting at the top of page 512, you need to read about using the COUNTIF function, what it does, why you use it, and when you use it. Once you have that read, move to the bottom of page 512 to count employees located in New York using the COUNTIF function. Go to the Employee Summary worksheet. Select cell C4 and then click the Insert Function button. Click the Or Select Category arrow and then click Statistical. In the Select a Function box, double-click COUNTIF. Now watch out, because there's a COUNTIFs with an S, there's a COUNTIF, get the COUNTIF. Step 5, in the range box, which is right there where we are, type exactly what you see in your textbook. Okay, let me check it real quick. Open quote, employee data, it's a single quote, close single quote, exclamation point, F2 to F101. Press your tab key. The range, employee data, F2 to F101, refers to all data values in that range, F2 to F101, the location column, in the employee data worksheet. Move up to the top of page 513, step number 6. In the criteria box, type B4. Cell B4 contains New York, which is the criterion you want Excel to use to determine which employee records to count. See figure 8-40. You could also have typed equals New York or in quotations New York in the criteria box. Alright, click the OK button. Cell C4 remains active. The formula equals COUNTIF, open paren, single quote, employee data, single quote, exclamation point, F2 to F101, comma, B4, closed paren, appears, indicating that the company has 48 employees in New York. Alright, you're going to enter a similar formula to calculate the number of employees who work in San Francisco. This time we're going to use a structured reference. Okay, at the bottom of page 513, select cell C5, then click the Insert Function button. Turn the page. In the Select Function box, double-click COUNTIF. Step 3, in the Range box, type employee location exactly like it's in your textbook. Yeah, because if you make a typo, it won't pick it up. Employee, and I can't spell today. There we go. Employee location. When you have this spelled correctly, you're going to see a result pop up over here. Okay, so just check your spelling, get it right. Press your tab key. All right. The range employee location is a structured reference that refers to all data values in the location column in the employee table, the range F2 to F101. The beginning values in the location column appear to the right of the range box. Step number 4, in the criteria box, type B5. Cell B5 contains SF, which is short for San Francisco, the value shown to the right of the criteria box, which is the criterion Excel will use to determine which employee records to count. Click the OK button. Cell C5 remains active. The formula equals COUNTIF, open paren, employee, open square bracket, location, close square bracket, comma, B5, close paren, appears in the formula bar, and the value 17 appears in cell C5, indicating 17 employees work in San Francisco. All right, now on page 514, read about using the SUMIF function, okay, because it's a conditional sum. So you need to know the syntax, you need to be able to read them, you need to be able to write those, and understand what they do and why they're doing it. Okay, so pause, read all that, and when you're finished, we'll go to the bottom of page 514. All right, to sum employee salaries in the New York and San Francisco locations using the SUMIF function. Select cell D4 and then click the Insert Function button. Step 2, click the or select category arrow and then click Math and Trig. In the Select a Function box, double-click SUMIF. Remember, they're in alphabetical order. Watch out, there's SUMIFs and there's SUMIF. Please make sure you get SUMIF. You can double-click it or you can single-click it and click OK. Your function dialog box for your SUMIF opens. Move to the top of page 515. In the range box, right there, type employee, open square bracket, location, square bracket, closed square bracket. There we go. Do what it says in the book. Employee. Spell it right this time? Look, I did, because things are popping up all happy. All right, press your tab key once you have it in there correctly. The range employee location is a structured reference that refers to all the data values in the location column in the employee table. All right, step number 5. In the criteria box, type B4 and then press your tab key. Cell B4 contains New York, shown to the right of the criteria box, there, which is the criterion Excel will use to determine which employee records to sum. Step number 6. In the sum range box, type employee current salary. Okay, check your spelling real quick. That indicates the current salary column in the employee table contains the data to sum in the filtered rows. The values to the right of the sum range box are the amounts in the filtered current salary column. See figure 8-42. Step number 7. Click OK. Cell D4 is active. The formula equals SUMIF employee location B4 employee current salary appears in the formula bar, and $3,987,083 appears in cell D4, indicating the total annual salaries paid to New York employees. Okay, now all we're going to do is we're going to copy this down, okay, because we're only writing that little puppy one time, right? Pull it straight down and copy that formula down into D5, and the employees in San Francisco's total salary are $1,917,420. All right, go ahead and click Save. And at the bottom of page 515, I need you to read about using the average if function, and that's going to continue over to the next page. And once you've read all that, we're going to go to 516. To average employee salaries in New York and San Francisco using the average if function. Select cell E4 and then click the Insert Function button. In your or select a category, you're going to go with statistical. In our select a function, we want average if. Again, you can double click this or you can click on it once and then click OK and just watch out because there's an average ifs as well. Just get the average if. That opens your function arguments for the average if dialog box. In the range box, type the structured reference, employee location. Okay, press your tab key. In the criteria box, B4, tab. B4 contains New York, right there. All right, step number 6. In the average range box, type employee current salary. Exactly like it is in your textbook. Okay, stop real quick. Take a look at your average if functions dialog box and compare it to figure 8-43. Ensure that everything matches. Okay, I'm checking mine real quick. When it all matches and you have it correct, go ahead and click OK. And you'll see that it returns a value of the average salary is $83,064. Okay? Now, all we're going to do is we're going to copy this down for our San Francisco employees. There you go. And the average salary of our employees in San Francisco is $112,789. All right, go ahead and click Save and then flip to the next page. To add a record to the employee table, go to the Employee Data Worksheet and then select cell A102. Okay, I'm just going to scroll that a little bit so you can... I thought I was going to scroll that a little bit, but apparently I wasn't. All right, A102 right there. In the range A102 through K102, all right, we're entering a whole record for a new employee. So I'm just going to pause this and type all the information in a step 2. You need to pause it and do the same thing. Okay, just type all the information in a step 2. You know, type it in, type tab, and just make sure that you don't make any typos. All right, once you have all that typed in and you check for typos, click on cell A103. The new employee record is added to the employee table and all values in the calculated columns are automatically updated. Go to the employee summary worksheet. The location analysis report has been updated to reflect the new employee. The number of employees in San Francisco is now 18, and the average salary is now $107,801. Okay, if this did not come across correctly, you made a mistake in your employee data, just go back and check and see what you did. Go back to step number 2 and correct any errors you have. Once you have that correct, go ahead and hit save, and you're finished with your tutorial.